All right, as always, wonderful and beautiful, glorious day it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice to be glad in it. It's a super Saturday. Absolutely, it is. It is August 23rd, 2025. All right. I haven't been doing these that often, but I'm gonna get back to them because I've been solely focused on this fire academy that I was in. And we're entering the last week and we graduate Thursday. So I'm happy and excited. We graduate actually 5 days in 5 days. So this Thursday coming up. Schedule will be more wide open so I can get more back into it. And then I had to take a step back from trading. Not that I wanted to, but I had to in order to, make sure that I'm mentally locked in and be able to pass this fire academy. So let's see what Bitcoin Biddy is talking about. Let's see what it's talking about. All right. Let's go ahead and lock in. See what Bitcoin is talking about. I'm all about divergences. All right. I'm all about divergences. So if we come to the H4 time frame on Bitcoin, you can see how price created a divergence right here, right? Slanting lower on the candlesticks right here, slanting lower on the candlesticks. And without even looking at the RSI, I know that this is a bullish divergence and change of character, also known as what? An accumulation. So bam, right here, you see how price is doing what? Kind of slanting upward, right? Or as equal lows, right? So that's a bullish divergence. And then here's the change of character area because this is the lower high that broke this old low and created this new low. So then bam, came back to this lower high. It didn't respect this lower high, and bam, it caused a change of character, right? So now this low right here led to this high. So now you could do it like this. As far as structure point wise, you could say, hey, this low right here led to this high because on a lower time frame, this is a bearish divergence. All right. So we'll go to the M15. You'll be able to see it. See how price is literally slanting upward on the candlesticks and it's slanting what? Downward on the RSI, which means this makes the this low of the divergence led to that high and it started doing what? Retracing. So now we don't know if this is a higher low to do what? Break above this 4 hour high and lead to a new high. We don't know that just yet. We don't know. So great thing about it is you want to set yourself up for the buy or for the sell, just in case whatever price reacts to, you're ready and prepared for it. All right. So um, so whenever you're ready for it, you be prepared. So I'm always looking at divergences, and divergences tell a story. Divergences tell a story. Fresh cut on deck. All right, did it yesterday. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have to touch my hair up sometime this upcoming week for graduation and for other stuff I got to get done that I got to attend. So okay, this 4 hour low led to this 4 hour high. All right. So now we don't know if this is a complex pullback. This already created a divergence and a change of character. As you already see, I have it on the M15, and this is unmitigated. This is an unmitigated demand zone, so I have that zoned out just in case price wants to come back down, create a higher low, and then pop back up. All right. But we don't know if this particular divergence right here is the one excuse me, we don't know if this particular divergence right here is the one that's supposed to do what? Break above this old high and lead to a new high. We don't know that. We don't know that just yet. So that's why we have this zoned out. We already have this big gigantic zone right here because the 4 hour divergence after price change character, we still have an imbalance to fill. So price can still come down here and accumulate in the future. We don't know when and we don't know how. All right. But that's why we have this zoned out. We're on the M15 looking at it, but this is a 4 hour zone. All right. That's a 4 hour zone. This is a 15-minute zone because it's purple. And we're looking at it on the 15-minute time frame. So we don't know just yet. But what we can do is we can set alerts to see when price is going to hit this particular area. So we can come right here, set an alert, put a message up and say, hey, M15 supply zone. I mean, M15 demand zone, excuse me. And press create. And then boom, once price hit this area, it'll simply notify me, send me an email saying, hey, price has hit the 114,853 area of Bitcoin. And I'll open up my phone and see if price wants to simply accumulate and go bullish from there. If not, we sit and chill. We sit and chill because discipline equals profitability. Discipline equals profitability. So we have to sit here and be disciplined. I'm not saying we're gonna sit here on this particular live and be disciplined. As far as like forcing a trade, we're not gonna force any trades because I mean, in all actuality, realistically, it's going to be some days that you're not able to place a trade because you didn't see your setup or you didn't see a setup. Okay, and that is a profitable day. You just have to see it from the psychological standpoint. All right, so Bitcoin and gold are two of my favorite pairs. Two of the pairs that I'm morely, focused in and honed in on. You can see right here how you had a 15-minute bearish engulfing candlestick right here, unmitigated. When price came back to this particular area, what happened? Price reacted, right? Right here, price reacted off of the supply zone and had what? Sellers getting in, thinking that, the market is about to go bearish. Nope. Whoop. Took them out. Whoop. Took them out. Right? So all of this eventually all of this to me is going to end up becoming liquidity. You see how you have one touch, two touch right here? This eventually is going to end up being trendline liquidity. Having everybody get in for early buys and then take them out and then come back down and refill this imbalance and create some type of bullish divergence and change of character here to create a higher low and then to pop up and do what? Go bullish like that. I would love to see this happen exactly like the way I drew it. But hey, market's gonna do what the market wants to do, right? So we don't know if this is the higher low to break this 4-hour high and lead to a new high. We don't know that yet until price shows up and reacts. We have no idea, no earthling idea. So we already got this zone set as an alert. Not worried about it. Not going to force trades. But I'm all about divergences. Divergences tell a story. Absolutely, Tony. Being disciplined is the key. Absolutely. I seen Ari was sharp. Ari was sharp. I seen that picture on social media. Yeah, he was sharp. GQ. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Starting an account, I just put the money in it today. Starting an account with Um, let me see. Let me give you the actual amount. $149. $149.25. So over this 3% daily growth, because yeah, I thought I put 149. I didn't. All right. You download this again. Okay. Open file. Delete this one. Oh crap. Hold up. What did I just do? Hold up. Let me do this again. What am I doing? Let's see. Okay, hold up. X this out. Let me save this. Okay. I was $1 short. I have a compounding calculator that I'm doing, and that's not for me to keep up with it. That's for me to stay disciplined with the amounts. That's for me to stay disciplined with the amounts. So, not saying I'm not doing it to say, hey, I need to be here on this day. That's it's not called Sway. It's not called Sway anymore. It's called Liquid Brokers. It's called Liquid Brokers. They migrated. But if you did have a Sway account, they sent you before they migrated. They sent you an email saying your username and password is still the same. But yeah, it's called Liquid Brokers now. It's called Liquid Brokers. But yeah, that it was originally called Sway. So so we actually, because on this compounding compound daily interest calculator, it won't let you put in decimal amounts, so it's only going to let you put in whole dollar amounts. So I'm honestly starting with $149.25 in this account, and oh no, and I'm crap. Let me bring this back up, and I'm going to grow the account. I'm going to grow the account. If I see a setup today on Bitcoin, I'll take it. If I don't, I'm chilling. I'm disciplined. It's key. And being away from trading as often I was trading before I started the Fire Academy, being so much away from it has allowed me to become disciplined. Knowing that I couldn't focus on studying my guidelines, my department guidelines, and focus on trading simultaneously. So being away from it that long for a couple of months, just not as active as I normally was. I was active here and there, but just like I said, not as I normally was. But it allowed me to work on my discipline, not be as antsy and anxiety. Being at an all-time high of having the pressure to place a trade today, and I have to make some type of profit and things of that nature. No, see, when you start having that type of mindset, that's when you start blowing accounts and start becoming a professional depositor. You start becoming a professional depositor. So if I'm able to find a move on Bitcoin, if it suffices, I'll take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's just how that rolls. Like I say, I'm all about divergences. So here's the real spill. The market right here, this is a redistribution. So because the market diverged from this low to this high, that means what? In between here is a redistribution. You see that engulfing candlestick. So this is an area of interest where sellers can join the market. They have an opportunity to join the market right here. You see that imbalance? You see the market standing on one leg. So now this could be what? The high. This could be the low. Okay. Retracement. And this could have the opportunity to do what? Push back down. So now you go to a lower time frame to see if there's going to be a bearish divergence. If there's going to be a bearish divergence and change of character off of this redistribution, or is the market going to push through? It's going to be one or the other. Can't be both. So, because I see on the 15-minute time frame, I'm looking at this being a sort of a reaccumulation. I'm anticipating a distribution. And so with this being an engulfing candlestick, I'm looking at this being an accumulation, reaccumulation, and this possibly want to be a distribution. So if I go on a lower time frame, I should be seeing a M5 bearish divergence or M1 bearish divergence attempting to print and brew. So watch. Now I can see it. So see from right here to here, you can kind of see it attempting to diverge. And watch on the RSI, when I pull it up, it's going to be slanting downward. It's attempting to slant downward. You see it still have a bit of a slight slant upward, so not quite. So what I do is I wait for the change of character. So let's go to the M1. See what the M1 looks like. You see how the M1 looks like? You see how the M1 looks like it's attempting to diverge? So from here to here, same thing on the M5. We're just looking at it from an M1 perspective. Right here. And then this deal right here. Oh, hold up. All right. And so this deal doing this. See how it's attempting to diverge? But guess what? The change of character is not until price passes this low. And then what you have is a unmitigated demand zone sitting right here. So bulls have an opportunity to stop this low from being broken and push it back up. But always wait on me personally, I just always wait on the divergence and the change of character. I wait for price to change character because not all the time. Because one or two things are going to happen after the change of character. Either price is going to go back and refill the imbalance that caused that change of character, or it's going to continue to go down towards the op. So in this particular example, if price is going to create a bearish divergence and create a bearish change of character, one or two things are going to happen. Either price is going to continue to melt, create a redistribution, and continue to melt like this. Let's just say price were to break this zone, right? Okay, price change character. Either price is going to do this, create a redistribution and continue to go down, and this will be unmitigated as well. This will be an imbalance. Or once price breaks this change of character, price will want to do what? Go back up, accumulate, reaccumulate, and go refill it. And then create a lower high and then sell down and create a lower low. That can happen as well. That's why I always wait on a change of character. I don't want to get in prematurely. That's just my preference. So see a reaccumulation right here. Nice wick, nice bearish engulfing candlestick looking to complete on the M5 time frame. So we would look to see if that truly wants to be a bearish divergence and change of character, and price decides to come back to refill that imbalance. If that is the case, I'll possibly be looking for a sell somewhere right here in this zone. You'll have to change character right here. come back. I get in for a sell right here, lower high, and push it down here to create a lower low. I would sell it all the way to this M15 zone right here. I will sell it to this zone because this M15 zone is unmitigated. It's imbalanced. So I would take at least, and if price decides to continue to melt past the demand zone, then I would definitely take partials right here and go break even. But then I always go for a 1 to 10 in every single trade. I know that's not realistic, but I'm just saying my overall TP is 10% from my entry. But I always go towards an imbalance, the nearest imbalance that's unmitigated. And right here, boom, the M15, you can see how it's unmitigated right here. So bam, this will be TP1. And then I'll take 50% partial right here, stop loss go to break even, and then I'll let the rest ride to my 10% overall TP. Got to have you take partials clutch. Taking partials is clutch because you don't know if you may be in the wrong side of the market. You don't know you may be in the right side of the market, but taking partials is clutch. At least you can take partials while being in the wrong side of the market. So appreciate the 3 individuals for taking time out of the business schedule to be on a live stream. You can reveal yourself. You can, put your name in the chat. I already know who Tony is. So got 2 individuals watching me on Facebook as well. Facebook, you can only hear me. You can't see what I'm looking at. But I'm glad this academy is about to be over with and I can get back to this. So we gonna see what's up. We're going to see what's up. Any questions, problems, or concerns? I'm studying investing stuff as well. Like got a couple of books, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, The Lifestyle Investor by Justin Donald. I gotta read those books. I just began reading today The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. So because people have a different perspective on money. No, I'm still going to do my 0.04. I'm still going to do my 0.04 lot size on any pair, whether it be gold or Bitcoin. I'm still going to do my 0.04. And then once it hits TP1, close 50% partials. So that means I'll close 0.02 and then put my stop loss at break even and let the rest ride to my overall 10%. So my minimum lot size is 0.04. And it's a math behind that madness. That's why. Now here's the deal. Here's also the real spiel. Is this the lower high to break this low and create a new low? Right? Remember, because this is a redistribution on the 4-hour time frame. That's a redistribution, right? Is this the lower high right here to do what? Break this low and create a new low, or somewhere in between here, between this low and this possible lower high, the bulls can stop this low right here from being broken. The bulls can prevent this low right here from being broken and protect it. So we gotta see what's up. So let's see. Gotta see what's up. I'm still doing 0.04 lot size. I'm not gonna force any trades. I don't even have and I'm glad it's left my soul. I don't even have the anxiety or the emotion to even force a trade. Like it's like this academy has really humbled me to, being away from trading the past couple of months. I have no urge to force. That's a great thing. So the point, like I said, the point of this 3% daily growth is not to keep up with the dates and the corresponding total principal. It's for me to say, hey, okay, I see where I'm at, and excuse me, it shows me what 3% of my current total principal is. That's the point of it. It has a date attached to it, but I'm not doing it necessarily to keep up with the date on the chart. I'm doing it to see, hey, what is 3% of the total principal that I have in my account? What's the next goal? What's the next dollar amount goal? And boom, that's where you stop. So I don't overtrade. So I don't overtrade. Overtrade. Any questions, problems, or concerns? We about to hop off in the next 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes to spare. And then I got a grill. Because I'm grilling. There's some pork chops. My baby in there seasoning some pork chops. And then my baby walks in and she grabs a light and she got her hair done.
No, my hair is not done.
And she got some type of hairdo in. I like it.
That's for your graduation.
Yeah, yeah. She on YouTube live stream with me. We ain't gonna take off. Hey, baby.
Come on, y'all.
About to go live too, and I'm glad she found something that she loved doing.
Come on.
Yeah, she grabbed her ring light. We have to share office now. Yeah, we have to share office. She came here and grabbed her ring light. She about to I think she's about to go live on TikTok. She's about to do her TikTok live. So I guess we slight jabbing, slight competing. I'm doing YouTube live, and then I do Facebook live and IG live. She's doing TikTok live. So now we gotta share office. My side, her side is over there. Her side is over there. So, and then we got the same exact desk, but the coating of my table is darker, and hers is lighter. So I got my smart TV screen, HDMI cable running from this is my computer. And then I got it running to when you see me over here look like this, I'm looking at my smart TV where I have stuff slid over. She has the dual monitors as well, but she works remote. She works remote, so yeah. Shout out to the person on my Facebook Live. Anybody have any questions, problems, or concerns? I'm seeing if we can possibly attempt to catch a trade before we jump off the live. But I'm not gonna force it. If it's not my setup, I'm not gonna force it. Looking at this as a reaccumulation. So I'm seeing that this may turn into a 15-minute bearish engulfing candlestick. See what's up. Let me see what's up. Show y'all how to flip a small account. Everybody think they need large capital. You don't need no large capital. And then also, the link is in my the link will be in my description below. You want to do prop firm trading? Got Sway Funded. Sway Funded has from a nano account all the way to an expert account, from $1,000 to $200,000 funded in one account. Okay, but you can get up to $1 million funded, and then you can get up to a 90-10 profit split. The $1,000 account is $15. $200,000 account is $1,483. $1,483.50. Get up to $1 million funded. Now you can choose three different challenge types. You can choose a rapid assessment, which is one assessment and get funded. You can do the regular challenge type, which is two assessments to get funded, which means two phases. Or you can do a no consistency rule. You can do challenge with no consistency rule. Have a consistency rule. Excuse me. She playing she playing the Osley Brothers. For the love of you, living for the love of you. Every night. Yeah, that's what she's in there playing. I'm gonna mess up her live. Let me see what this marker want to do. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna tell you this. So you can see how this is a bearish engulfing candlestick. Now here's the deal. This is what I want to happen. I want the market to come back to this before it touches a demand zone. So now this is a 15-minute supply zone. I would love to see the market come back, pull back to this level, and create a lower high. And then I sell from here and push this down here like that. That's what I would love to see, because this is unmitigated. That is unmitigated. There's an unmitigated 15-minute engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candlestick. Come back, the wicks come back and smack this. See what's up. So also I incorporate Elliott waves to assist with it. I'm not trading Elliott waves, but I'm looking at to identify what wave I'm in. So I'm looking at this. Let's see. This turns out to be if I were to pull a fib from here to here, this turns out to be an ABC. Okay. And it seems like this wants to be an ABC. Let's see. Because if it turns out that this from this high to this low is an ABC, and then I have uh have a accumulation right here. There's triangles. These bullish and bearish triangles, they're either in wave B or in wave 4. But from here to here, I don't have 4 waves. I don't see 4 waves. Let's see. because I don't see a wave 1 and a wave 2. So this has to be A, B, another A, B, C. So now what I'm anticipating is for the market to pull back to this level, get a lower high, and then push down and sell. So let me see. Let's see. That's what only makes sense. Let me see. So I'm going to get in for a sale right now. Whereas, let me get on my charts. I'm going to look to get into a sale right now. One position. Let's see. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, come on. Bitcoin 0.04. Sale. Right. I'm in a sale. I'm going to put my stop loss right above this high at 115.531. 115.531 is going to be my stop loss. Let's see, 115.531. .10. Oops. Okay. All right. So it just makes sense. Snap, what am I doing? Okay, it just makes sense as far as oops. It just makes sense as far as me counting the Elliott waves, me looking at the divergence. Lord, hold up. Goodness. Let me move the screen. All right. So me counting the Elliott waves, me looking at the divergences, it just makes sense that if we have a reaccumulation right here, then and this is a ABC pullback correction for a possible sale from this redistribution. So that's what I'm looking at. This is a ABC correction with a possible sale from this distribution, because with this reaccumulation being on the outside, A, B, C, sell from here and push down. Now here's the deal. I got a tight stop loss right above here. This thing could go higher and take me out, but I'm still looking towards selling from this particular area, that redistribution. That is a supply zone. That is a supply zone. I'm not doing it based off of fibs. What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it? Love T. So appreciate the comment. I'm not doing it based off the fibs. What I'm doing is I'm looking at divergences, combination of divergences and Elliott waves, identifying the wave that I'm in or the wave that's being printed. And I'm looking at it and I see that with this divergence and change of character, you have a reaccumulation on the outside. So after this reaccumulation, then you're going to be expecting what? A distribution. A distribution is after a reaccumulation. So I'm looking for a possible sale from this particular area. But like I said, I got in for a sale, and my sell position, the stop loss can get hit and the price can go up a little bit higher and then still sell from this particular zone. So that is possible. That is possible. It's 100% possible. I am down $1.52 right now. So this is the entry. Let me show you the entry, stop loss, and the take profit I'm gonna use. Let's see. The entry is 115.352. So right click 115.352.10. 115.10. That's the entry. Stop loss is 115.531.10. 115.531.10. Okay, that's a stop loss. TP is right here. This is going to be TP1. All right. And obviously, I always go for 10% from my entry because that's my big win. I always go for 10% for my entry. So my overall TP so 113.540.20 is going to be my overall TP. That's what I always put in my platform. 113.540.20. All right. So we're in profit right now. We're in profit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So the way, like I said, the way this was constructed, when you understand waves, I'm not, like I said, I'm just trading. I'm just looking at Elliott waves based off the identification of what wave I'm in. If I'm truly trading because of Elliott waves, I wouldn't be in this trade. But I see this as a retracement and a pullback for a lower high to possibly do what? Break this low and create a new low. That's why I look at divergences. I'm looking at Elliott waves to identify what wave I'm in. And then I'm looking at Wyckoff. What market price cycle am I in? And I combine them all together. I make a combination of them all together. So we're in profit right now. We know that since it's the weekend that no news is going to affect our trade. So we don't have to check news. I didn't have to check news. But if I was trading through the week, Monday through Friday, I would definitely be looking at Forex Factory right here. And I would check news. But I don't have to because obviously the banks are not open. U.S. banks are not open. So we in for a sale. This is the entry. This is the stop loss. And this right here, I have an alert right there to tell me when a TP hits and a demand zone hits. And then obviously I would take a 50% partial, stop loss go to break even. And then I'll let the rest ride to what? 10%. Around 10%. That'll be that's like extra credit. It's like you make an A on a test and it's like, hey, you want to make this 100, 110, 120, So we're looking for. Any questions, problems, or concerns as to why I took this trade, how I took this trade, or whatever the case may be? We in profit right now. See what the market decides to give us. So, Elliott waves, identifying the wave, divergences, and Wyckoff, the market price cycle I'm looking at. I just combine the three, and I make my decision. Now here's the deal. Even though we're in this particular trade, I can still mark up pairs for anybody else for any other pairs, even though I don't trade them. And it's nothing against them. It's just I'm just focusing on 2 pairs. But if you want to see a pair marked up, I can definitely mark up a pair for you. If you want to see that, you want a second opinion or third opinion or 456. Yeah, I got a feeling this thing gonna melt. Got a feeling it's gonna melt. Nobody have any questions, problems, or concerns? And hey, I do have a free Telegram group. I have a free Telegram group. Is in the description. The link is in the description below. Um, you can add or any level, beginner, intermediate, advanced traders to this particular Telegram. And because we want to be able to people to bask in the skill set and be able to utilize it and be able to grow from it. You're still going to have your 9 to 5. You're still going to have your manual labor job. But when it comes to natural disasters, God forbid, kids being sick, and God forbid you can't clock in for whatever reason, you have the skill set to be able to utilize at your disposal for any or whatever reason. Either it's going to be extra or it can be to replace. That's why I go so ham. That's why I go so ham on the skill set. Not bothering anybody, not selling nothing to anybody, not recruiting anybody. Just, hey, I got a skill set and I got a dollar amount goal. If I can make $20 to $25 a day trading 45 days a week, that's $80 to $100 extra. And then if I do that 4 weeks out of the month, guess what? That's $400 extra for me, $400 to $500 extra for me. If I'm making $1,000 a week, guess what? That's $4,000 extra from trading. And then utilizing prop firms, they took the excuse out. You paid $15, $20, whatever the case may be, to participate in the prop firm challenge. Be disciplined with it. Pass the challenge, and then guess what? Use their capital. They already have set aside an account to a live account, and just be able to do what? Grow it with discipline, and then be able to withdraw 90% of the profits from it. That's how that works. So now, and then here's the deal. You can one of two ways. You can just, if you don't want to do prop firms, what you can do is you could practice on a demo account, right? And every paycheck, you can set aside $25 to $50. But no, I'm gonna say $50 minimum because you may be using Cash App and not another source to be able to do a $10 minimum deposit. So I say $50 minimum, setting to the side to put into your live account per paycheck. And so then you have an amount, I say roughly start with anywhere from $120 to $150. No more than $200 in your account, because then you're gonna be looking at it like, well, I really need this $200. I need to pay for this. I need to pay for that. We're talking about an undisclosed amount. that you ain't got to sweat no bullets and worry about I need to withdraw this money right now. Really don't have the money to put into it. That's why I said set aside $50 minimum per paycheck, set it to the side, put it in your trading account, and then next thing you know, you're still practicing on a demo account on virtual money. And next thing several pay periods go by, a couple of pay periods go by, whatever the case may be. Now your live account has what? $150 in it, right? So there's no excuse. Or you could take this route. You practicing on demo, bam, you do prop firm, right? You pass the phases, boom, you get the live funded account. You withdraw the 90% of the profits that you made, right? And then you could take that money and put it into your live personal account. It's still other people's money. It ain't you taking money or having to worry about I'm really breaking the bank. You know what I'm saying? You can use one or two options. You can use one option or the other. We in profit. We up $4.56 right now. Price shooting back forth. So the goal for today is $153.47. Because I got a 3% goal, right? I'm basing off a 3% goal. So the amount is $153.47. That's the goal. Obviously, if price hits that TP1 area, that's gonna be more than the 3% goal. I'm still gonna take a partial, and I'm still let it ride. Because that's what how I trade, and that's what I do. Um, so yeah, 3% daily. That's doable. But that's not, like I said, it's not based off me trading every day. That's just based off of me saying, hey, what's the next dollar amount goal I need to hit? And sometimes you got to realize you're in a trade, you may skip, you may skip two or three amounts because you found a trade that was so profitable. So trading is patient people taking money from impatient people. Hmm. Let's see what this thing do. We're in profit. We are in profit. So I spent a little over a year with a company that was teaching the skill set. Wasn't able to keep up with the monthly subscription. Knew I still was interested in learning the skill set. So over time, I looked at videos and I got purchased books and things of that nature. And then I had multiple and several light bulb moments, and it all just clicked. So it wasn't just one specific or one particular thing, something I saw or heard that just jumped out at me. It just all made sense and it clicked. Like, oh, this is that, da 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 da. So, and I said, I'm gonna teach people this. Teach people how to do this. So, I'm really about to. I don't think my fiance is done seasoning the meat. I'm still firing up that grill. I'm eating me some grilled food. See, me personally, when I cook, it's gonna last days. I'm not cooking just for the day or for the hour or for the few hours and then turn around. I got to figure out another meal. I don't like rolling like that. Yes, ma'am. You calling me? Oh, calling my brother-in-law. All right. So we are in profit. Obviously, price floating back and forth. Nobody has any questions, problems, or concerns. That's great. I'm looking forward to. I was about to say, don't go out on me. Nice bearish candlestick coming out on the M15. That's what's up. And how do you know? How do you know? How do you know a market price cycle is complete? It'll protrude with engulfing candlesticks. So how do I know that this reaccumulation right here is complete? How do I know it's complete? Because it broke out of it and it protruded with what? An engulfing candlestick right here. So that's how I know this right here is a complete market price cycle. It's completed. It's like it's finished. Do I know what's gonna happen? No, but I'm saying it's finished. So nice bearish candlestick coming out. That's what we're talking about, babe. Just don't want the bulls to push it back. Just don't want the bulls to push it back. And just don't want the bulls to push it back. People on Facebook, people on YouTube. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna tell you what I personally battle in trading. Um, Knowing that 153.47 is my dollar amount target goal, um, I think it takes a personal shot at my ego if I close it knowing that I've hit that dollar amount goal, and then this trade continues to melt. It's gonna take a shot at my ego. Like, bro, what are you doing? That's why taking partials is so crucial. That's why taking partials are so crucial. That's why putting your stop loss at break even after his TP1 is so crucial. Like, it personally takes a shot at my ego. Like, it's crazy. Where's oh, let me bring up my Liquid Pro. Liquid Pro. Man, they just had a I think six Houston Fire Department. Station 6 just had a fire. I'm following I'm following Houston Fire Department's Instagram page, and they keep up with all the PIOs, the public information officers keep up with all the fires that have happened. Passcode. What passcode do you need for? She need a passcode for. You start doing a passcode for. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see what price does. All right. So what I'm going to do is simply end the live, and I'll just keep you all updated if you're part of my Telegram chat. You add yourself, download Telegram, add yourself. It's the couple links below. It's a signals chat and the community chat. But I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to what I have to say. It is always greatly appreciated, and I will never ever take it for granted. Have a safe, blessed, productive rest of your super Saturday. Know that I love you, and as I always like to say, God created us on purpose to fulfill a purpose. So what purpose are you willing to fulfill? And always remember, don't be one of many. Be the one. Salute to my fam on YouTube Live. Salute to my fam on Facebook Live. All right. Y'all take care. May God bless. See you on the next live. Which is next week.